Tornado season is right around the corner, and the city of Abilene, as well as local schools, are making sure everyone, including our littlest, are prepared in case of an emergency.
KRBC's Jessica Rank visited Bonham Elementary School today and shows us how the procedure looks a little different in kindergarten versus 5th grade.
And with the sound of that alarm, students at Bonham Elementary are out of their classrooms and into the hallway, practicing in the event of a tornado ripping through Abilene.
We just emphasize safety.
5th grade teacher Kristen McBride explaining the drill process, something that looks a little different for each classroom.
We all are going to be in one hallway with kindergarten, 1st, 2nd grade, who they maybe haven't done these drills as many times as my 5th graders have.
Teaching her students to be leaders.
Look out for those students, help them whenever their teacher can't quite get to all 20 kindergartners at one time.
And giving them some perspective on how serious these drills should be taken.
This happened in Alabama, it could easily happen here as well. That is a great jumping off point for my students, just saying like, okay, these people had 5 minutes to prepare by the time they heard that there was a possible tornado and then to get to shelter.
But for kindergarten teachers, they handle the process with a bit more ease.
With a few of mine that get nervous, sometimes I'll let them know ahead of time, hey, we're going to have a drill today.
Alleviating some of the stress put on the little ones.
You know, the first time you hear that alarm, I mean, it's intense, it's very loud. And so there's a lot more where we can prep kids.
Sometimes with our littles, we practice before we ever have a drill. So that way they've got a couple times down, they know what to do, and then they just have to listen for the instructions.
And ultimately teaching everyone to be safe and prepared. In Abilene, Jessica Rank, KRBC, Abilene's local news.
Thank you, Jessica, for that report. KRBC also spoke with Bonham Elementary School Assistant Principal Kevin Wilborn, who says drills have gotten more efficient in the last year. That's because of this new Crisis Go app they're using. It allows principals and teachers to sound off alarms and communicate while in an emergency.
The teacher can immediately check in and say, I've got all my students, or they can say, I'm missing 2 they are with, and they can say who they think who they're supposed to be, or whether, you know, in the nurse or whatever. And then the nurse also has the app, and so she can say, we're safe, I have these students.
Now, Wilborn says the app will also call first responders when an alarm is sounded, something teachers and staff would have to do on their own in the past.